time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one.
1 in 5 children in the U.S. will face the threat of hunger this year.
Today, we're going to be talking to you about how to address hunger in your classroom.
Is hunger even an issue in the classroom?
To find out, we interviewed
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make.
The Title I program is the nation's largest and oldest federally funded program. Every year, over $14 billion is sent to schools across the nation. In order for a school to receive Title I funding, over 70% of its students must qualify for free or reduced lunch.
So do you feel as if hunger is an issue in the classroom?
It can be an issue in the classroom. A lot of our students eat breakfast in the morning, and that's good because some of them won't get breakfast. Some of our students need to make sure they eat lunch because they won't have as balanced a meal at home. That may not get as much food at home.
Not necessarily in my classroom because we kind of are in a more higher economically advantaged school, but with some children, yes it is. So I do provide them food all day long just in case they are hungry, because even kids that have plenty to eat at home still get hungry throughout the day.
I do feel that hunger is a slight issue in the classroom due to the fact that I have 19 kids in class and only 4 of them could afford to provide their own lunch or buy their lunch in the cafeteria. The rest of them get free and reduced lunch, and majority of them are not able to bring their own lunch or snack.
In the U.S., 13 million children live in households that experience hunger or are at risk for hunger. So what are schools doing about this issue?
We also have a program sponsored by a local church. It's called Fuel, and what it is basically done is to try to provide non-perishable items that kids can take home over the weekend, knowing that they don't have lunches and breakfasts that the school will provide. So this gives them some non-perishable items such as Pop-Tarts, crackers, cookies, the types of things that they can eat over the weekend, and that way there's some canned fruits, things of that nature, so that we hope we can provide them some nutrition over the weekend until they can get back to school for the lunches and breakfasts that we provide.
We do have programs that run through the county and through our guidance counselor for students that qualify that may need it. That runs strictly through the guidance counselor. But other than that, we have students that qualify for free and reduced lunch programs so they can get breakfast and lunch. But for the most part, that runs through the guidance counselor because we don't have a high volume of students that need that.
We have one program that provides every child a free breakfast regardless if they're on free or reduced lunches. And then we also have a program where kids can pick up, certain kids get to pick up a bag of food to take home for the weekend.
53% of teachers say they purchase food for hungry children in their classroom. Do you think hunger affects a child's learning?
Yes, hunger is going to always affect any brain function because it's hard to concentrate if you're concerned with not having had anything to eat or your stomach's growling. Hunger is a basic necessity, so the body's always going to concentrate more on its basic necessities than its secondary issues. So in that case, the hunger becomes a primary issue and the learning becomes a secondary issue.
Yes, I definitely think hunger affects children's learning. If they're hungry, they cannot focus. Their mind is on when are we going to lunch, not what are we learning about. So absolutely.
I do believe that hunger can affect a child's learning based off of the facts that food does help a child grow and develop, and also for some children who do not get to eat very often, during class they can't focus because they're worried about when they're going to get their next meal.
9 out of 10 teachers say breakfast is very important for academic achievement.
Hunger can be an issue in the classroom.
Now we'd like to talk with you about how we as teachers can minimize the issue of hunger in the classroom.
We found many programs that assist teachers in their classroom to deal with the issue of hunger. As mentioned in the video, there are many programs in every county that send home non-perishable items home with the students that need it the most. The important thing as a teacher is to understand which students need that extra food to go home with them every week. Another important aspect is snack time. It's very important that you have a time in your class that every student may eat something throughout the day. This may mean bringing in extra snacks yourself or having parents bring in snacks occasionally for the class. Whatever you have to do, make sure that every student has a chance to eat something throughout the day. While providing snacks for your classroom can get very expensive, Target teams up with Feed USA to provide millions of meals for Americans each year. It's very important to apply for grants such as the Target Grant. This will help you in your classroom eliminate the problem of hunger and not break your budget. The Rutherford County Teachers Center has supplies donated year-round that are open to the public. Students may go in and get things such as school supplies, backpacks, or anything that they may need to get through the year that they can't afford to get on their own. It's very important to use these resources and to let your parents know about these resources. With a little research and determination, hunger will not be an issue in your classroom.
Together, we can make a difference. 1 in 5 children in the U.S.
Today,
That's okay.
Alright, that sounds good.
Today, we're going to be talking to you about how to address hunger in your classroom. Title I, no.
Do you feel...
At all.
Yeah, I said all.
You said all!
Someone said all.
Okay, we can make a difference. I apologize.
Okay.
Children live in households that experience hunger or at
9 out of 10 teachers say that breakfast sucks.
53% of teachers say...
We're recording.
1 in 5 children in the